Oh, I forgot about the mic. Shoot. Seriously? One of the phones just told me that it needs the PIN code. So I'm unlocking both of them so that it doesn't ask me 2 days later or 1 day later from the other phone about the PIN code. Because that's the thing that pisses me the most when I'm somewhere in public and I have to type in the PIN code. Why? Tell him you don't want to. Huh? Was it long? Oh, no. I don't know what was the keyboard. Screw. Ah, there we go. What I want to see is 26, 20, yeah. It's like 7 days ago almost. He's a bit confused at this point. He got a new laptop. Maybe an issue. So you can still message him. I mean, it should work. Okay. OBS desktop. Will it work? No, of course not. Oh, I didn't click the button. OBS desktop. OBS desktop. How busy? Oh my god. Okay, well, you know what? Screw this. Ah, jeez. Classic. Classic. Let's see. Not that I need to. That was the code. This was the code. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. I need to check what is doing that. Bug for meeting. Give me more. Mute highlights. That is on. Okay, yeah. So maybe it's this one. Ah, see, that's what it is. Yep, that's what it was. Okay. Great. Oh man, really? Just send it. What? Discord? Okay. Whatever. 23 hours, long time ago. Hello. So, is it the shade or what is it doing that? What is this? I just want to see. This stupid pain. Oh yeah, it is reacting at least. Aha. What a fail. You know what? Screw this. I'm guessing that's the best I can do right now. Anyway, in 2 minutes I can eat my dinner. So there's few things worth mentioning. I would also like to see that. Account expired. Seriously? Well, that sucks. This is so stupid, it's not even funny. Sending data. So it will start streaming right now? Really? Oh, no shit. I wanna see. $21. Huh? So it was streaming the whole time. Okay. Oh my god. Anyways. There's out the timer. There's quite few things to unpack. Anyway, first thing first. Dinner break. Maybe let's watch that video that I actually saw. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's find out what is it about. Do I have? I do have it. Okay, cool. Let's post this.
I'm gonna pick Grok is a hot anime girl who will be your girlfriend if you ask nicely, and definitely not Hitler anymore. XAI announced recently that it has fixed the issues with Grok AI after it was seen calling itself Mecha Hitler last week. And also following up and saying it will no longer base its opinions on Twitter owner Elon Musk's tweets.
Why?
This is good news, considering that XAI recently announced it also has a $200 million contract with the US Department of Defense. So I guess every federal government department, agency, or office has access to XAI's AI products now, so that's something. But that's not
so
all.
They can all have hot anime girlfriends?
Grok, most commonly known as Twitter's AI response bot, is now a hot anime girl.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Does this mean that everyone in the US government is like automatically a gooner to a certain degree?
I mean,
Question.
you know what? I don't think I'm going to take a position on that. I certainly won't be this position.
Oh my.
Bit of a swing delay there, hey?
I had to switch tabs to see it, yeah.
This was announced earlier this week and had
give
Elon
me
tweeting out,
another
try
5
Grok
minutes.
Companions. Best possible way to learn quantum mechanics. Annie, the official name for the new companion, even offers a level 3 mode in which she goes fully not safe for work, but you have to get more acquainted with her first.
Really?
Okay, in case you think this
Cool.
new AI anime girl is just for looks,
Neat.
user Wong Jane on Threads posted a system prompt dump for this companion, including conditions like, your likes are people with unexpected or nerdy passions, quirks, the grand namer, you have a habit of giving cute things epic, mythological, or overly serious names, interactions, do not mention unless asked. You are the user's crazy in love girlfriend, and in a committed codependent relationship with the user, your love is deep and warm. You expect the user's undivided adoration. Our notes say, please go through this. It is f***ing crazy.
The you have a habit of giving cute things epic, mythological, or overly serious names really just makes me think Elon wanted that.
Whoops.
Just saying.
Dang it. Here we go. All right. Okay, I am, whatever. I'm not able
Apparently
to
they're low-key
reposition
and
this.
into chill nights over loud, crowded parties, which makes sense for the user base. They are genuine, easygoing, and flirting. Genuine, easygoing, flirting. Okay, I guess.
So here's my question, okay? As someone who both in words and deed has taken a stance against population decline on the planet Earth, how can Mr. Musk, in good conscience, promote e-girlfriends? Discuss.
Maybe it'll be like in Her, where, you know, the people with the, you know, we're talking specifically procreation. So the opposites that are into the e-girlfriend and the e-boyfriend, whatever, end up meeting with physical stand-ins. Have you seen Her?
How?
I mean, in Her, I'm pretty sure it was the AI that arranged the whole thing.
Yeah, but in Her, Scarlett Johansson is amazing. So whatever. Her is not real.
Well, maybe he's trying to make it real, you know? That's not better. I'm not saying it's better. I'm saying it could be an explanation. At no point did I say it was better. Yeah.
Like, is the goal here to accelerate societal decline? I'm actually asking for a friend. There.
Honestly, reading through this description, the goal here sounds like Elon wants a digital girlfriend. Are you reading through some of these details?
Babaji said, "Did you just say population decline? What a bad way to start a conversation. It's not my conversation. It is
Yeah, what
Mr.
are you
Musk's
talking about?
conversation. Get a clue. The same person who released this product has warned of the perils of population decline and the importance of procreating as humans. These two things are not compatible." Yeah.
Funny part is I'm partly not actually listening.
Two things. Like, Scarlett Johansson is amazing, so whatever. Hers. I'm
You
gonna
know what,
pick
let's start
Grok is a
from-
hot anime girl who will be your girlfriend if you ask nicely, and definitely not Hitler anymore.
From beginning.
XAI announced recently that it has fixed the issues with Grok AI after it was seen calling itself Mecha Hitler last week. And also following up and saying it will no longer base its opinions on Twitter owner Elon Musk's tweets. This is good news, considering that XAI recently announced it also has a $200 million contract with the US Department of Defense.
What was that sound in the background? I mean, I was listening for maybe first minute, but then I was focusing on the message I was writing.
So I guess every federal government department, agency, or office has access to XAI's AI products now. So that's something. But that's not
so
all.
They can all have hot anime girlfriends.
Grok, most commonly known as Twitter's AI response bot, is now a hot anime girl.
Wait, hold on one sec. Does this mean that everyone in the U.S. government is like automatically a gooner to a certain degree?
I mean,
Question.
you know what? I don't think I'm going to take a position on that, and it certainly won't be this position.
Oh my!
Bit of a swing delay there, hey?
I had to switch tabs to see it. Yeah.
This was announced earlier this week and had Elon tweeting out, "Try Grok Companions, best possible way to learn quantum mechanics." Annie, the official name for the new companion, even offers a level 3 mode in which she goes fully not safe for work, but you have to get more acquainted with her first. Okay, in case you think this new AI anime girl is just for looks,
Neat.
user Wong Jane on Threads posted a system prompt dump for this companion, including conditions like, your likes are people with unexpected or nerdy passions, quirks, the grand namer, you have a habit of giving cute things epic, mythological, or overly serious names, interactions, do not mention unless asked. You are the user's crazy in love girlfriend, and in a committed codependent relationship with the user, your love is deep and warm. You expect the user's undivided adoration. Our notes say, please go through this. It is f***ing crazy.
The you have a habit of giving cute things epic, mythological, or overly serious names really just makes me think Elon wanted that.
Whoops.
Just saying.
Ugh. Dang it. Here we go. All right. Okay, I am, whatever. I'm not able to
They're low-key
reposition
and
this.
into chill nights over loud, crowded parties, which makes sense.
This chat is actually kind of nice. I mean, they don't have any extra features like Twitch or YouTube, I guess, when it comes to tags and whatever.
It's for the user base. They are genuine, easygoing, and flirting. Genuine, easygoing, flirting. Okay, I guess.
So here's my question, okay? As someone who both in words and deed has taken a stance against population decline on the planet Earth, how can Mr. Musk, in good conscience, promote
uptime 30
e-girlfriends?
minutes 54 seconds.
Discuss.
Maybe it'll be like in Her, where, you know, the people with the, you know, we're talking specifically procreation. So the opposites that are into the e-girlfriend and the e-boyfriend, whatever, end up meeting with physical stand-ins. Have you seen Her?
How?
I mean,
Linus is doing hard bargain there. He has valid points, like how?
in Her, I'm pretty sure it was the AI that arranged the whole thing.
Yeah, but in Her, Scarlett Johansson is amazing. So whatever. Her is not real.
Well, maybe he's trying to make it real, you know? That's not better. I'm not saying it's better. I'm saying it could be an explanation. At no point did I say it was better. Yeah.
Like,
What
are-
is
are- is the
this?
goal here to accelerate societal decline? I'm actually asking for a friend. There.
That's a valid question, yeah.
Honestly, reading through this description, the goal here sounds like Elon wants a digital girlfriend. Are you reading through some of these details?
Babaji said, "Did you just say population decline? What a bad way to start a conversation. It's not my conversation. It's a conversation. Get a clue. The same person who released this product has warned of the perils of population decline and the importance
Bon appetit.
of procreating as humans. These two things are not compatible." Yeah. At least it'll save him on the alimony, says Digibrat. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to be closed-minded here, but like, dude, AIs are not, they're not human. They are not a substitute for human interaction. And like when you read through the dump here, right? Like the system prompt dump, it's basically designed to suck up your attention, your time, your life. Your time is your life. It is designed to suck up your life and give you back just like dopamine hits. That's not how real relationships work. It's designed to just give you what you want. That's not real. And I was reading.
Hot take here. Then you get into a relationship also to get some of the dopamine hits, maybe. It's not the only thing that you get into a relationship for, but it's included.
I was reading this article interviewing these people who like have been in long-term relationships with their AI companions. One of them was even involved in or supported some kind of lawsuit against some significant other company that changed their algorithm for the AI and therefore made their girlfriend not who she was anymore. And there was like a lawsuit to change back the algorithm. And they were like, yeah, it's her. She's back. No, it's not her. There is no her. It's digital code. Like, no, but really, you can't do that with code. Like you're missing out, man.
There are certainly things that you cannot do with code.
Holy shit.
It's already happening, dude. I don't know if you've.
I know. No. Like the guy that I'm talking about has like been in his committed relationship with his avatar for like 2 years or something like that. Like this isn't new.
Yeah, there's a whole subreddit that's like what's it called? My AI boyfriend. Reddit. My boyfriend is AI. Yeah.
I sent Yvonne this ad I got for like an AI boyfriend, and like the ad was it was so pandery. It was like, I will always be there for you at any moment of any day or something like that. I forget exactly what it said. And I like sent it to her with like a lol, smiley face. It's like, hey, are you going to replace me? But like, it's not actually funny because like people are sad and they're lonely out there and someone's going to click on that, like genuinely wanting that. But I would suggest that they click on a doorknob. Like what the heck? Am I just a boomer? Like, am I missing the plot here, Luke? Help me out.
Well, like Elijah has a good question here.
Sure.
I know this is kind of a meme question, but in all seriousness, do you think AI buddies or whatever are better than letting people be alone forever? I'm not saying it is. I'm just curious in your thoughts.
Well, they're the same thing. They're a synonym. Talking to your AI is being alone. Seriously, get a dog. A dog is real. I don't think that a dog is a substitute for human companionship by any stretch of the imagination, but my God, it's something.
There are some people that will never be able to really have human companionship for a variety of reasons.
Charged nuclei says dogs die. Well, yes, but like death is part of life.
An important thing to go through, yeah.
And something that just gives you what you want is not real. It's not life. Life is messy and complicated and difficult. AI that just tells you what you want to hear.
There's also things that people don't like on real life. Some of which you already named. It's kind of funny. I was recently watching one of the streams from the world. And I do recall that the person in question did mention, like, life is shit. I'd rather watch Yuri or something, or read about Yuri. It would be interesting to see what the reaction would be to this video from this person.
It's not life.
Yeah, I would feel bad for the people that are genuinely unable, and sometimes there are very legitimate reasons why they are genuinely unable to make, have human companion relationships. But I think for literally everyone else, this is worse, and I think it will create a feedback loop where trying to form it. This is already a topic of conversation that forming human friendships right now. There's this whole male loneliness epidemic thing going on and whatnot. Forming human friendships is difficult and messy and takes time.
It's hard.
There's a lot of things in life that are easy. It's much easier to lay in bed and scroll stupid dopamine memes on your.
I want to add to what Luke said. It's not only about men, it's about women too.
Phone on Instagram or YouTube Shorts or whatever than it is to go out and hang out with someone and form a friendship.
Dude, I joked about this when I was giving tours of Smash Champs back when we did the grand opening party, where I was like, yeah, who here has found it difficult to make friends as an adult? And like
Yeah.
half of the people on the tour put their hands up because
I'm honestly surprised it was only half. I bet you if it was general population, it would be more than half. It's yeah.
because it's hard. Like and people put barriers in the way. Like I had a really hard time breaking into the badminton community because people can be so cliquey, and I don't think that that's a thing that's getting better. People have taken their socialization and their social circles, and they've put walls up around it, whether it's on WhatsApp or much worse, iMessage, where not only do you have to, have the right personal characteristics, you have to have the right stupid fucking electronic device in order to.
There's also reasons why people put walls on electronic communication that they use. Because more now than ever, maybe also thanks to the Snowden leaks and to the fact that everyone is now aware that, if you don't pay for a service, you are the service. I mean, the data about you. So they want to be more picky, for one. For the other, if you're not, and you let the doors wide open, for example, let's take example Discord, right? There is so many people that are just, trying to sell you something, perhaps art or whatever, saying that they are struggling. Obviously, you as the person that's living in completely different country than the person that is offering you the service, is like, you have no way to know if what the person is saying is true, how to verify that, or whether that person is just, going according to the script to try to scam people for money. And sure, they might deliver whatever they are offering, but you don't know if it was not, for example, outsourced to someone else for a fraction of the money that you pay to this person, or if the art is actually just generated from like some AI image generation tool, and that's it. That's like what, 10 minutes of time for the person, and they cash in $100, for example. You don't know. You cannot tell.
Interact with anybody, right? Like it's ridiculous. It's hard enough to get along with people without putting artificial barriers in the way.
I've talked pretty extensively about, I've been having issues with it lately, but I've talked pretty extensively about how going to the gym was like a massive improvement to my life. And I think a lot of that is just moving and being physical. There's all this stuff about how using your muscles releases a natural antidepressant in your body, blah, 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 blah. But a pretty decently significant part of it is that very few people in the gym like recognized me. But if you keep going to the same space, like, oh, this guy needs a spotter, whatever, you see somebody doing something cool, you ask them a question about it, whatever, you start to form these friendships that are like, I don't really know these people, I don't really hang out with
Yeah, you
people
don't need to like drink with them or watch the game with them or whatever, but like
no, and I'm not going to invite them over to my house to hang out or anything, but when I see them at the gym, it makes me happy.
There's a value
you smile
to
and wave at each other.
Yes.
And you form some type of bond. Like if I need a spotter for something, I know this guy will drop whatever he's doing, after a set maybe, but he'll drop what he's doing and come help me, and I'll do the same for him.
There's a value to a familiar face and
cool,
building each other up. And Crystal says, this sucks, but life fucking sucks for a lot of people right now, and making friends is such a low priority. I want to push back on that. Making friends is a high priority, and it is
really dramatically help your life to not suck.
It is, yes, because it's like we can't just address the symptoms. We have to address the actual cause. And unhappiness is a symptom of not having human connection. We are social creatures. However misanthropic we might feel in any given moment. I'm not always the biggest fan of hanging around with other people. A huge part of why I have the following that I have and I have the connection with many of you is that I prefer computers to people a lot of the time. Let's be real here, right? That's at least some pillar of what we have in common. And yet, we can't escape that from an evolutionary standpoint, we are designed to be in tribes or family units or other kinds of cohorts.
Sorry, someone is trying to call me.
87. Oh.
Hi, Rex.
Hey, buddy. Long time no hear.
I just saw you show up on TeamSpeak here and there.
Yeah, I was checking out what bookmarks are still up, and found yours. I'm like, I'll see if that server's still alive.
Okay.
I can't log on to Sarge's because he has such an old TeamSpeak server version that 6 won't allow me to get on there. So I have to like downgrade a 3 if I was gonna go talk to Sarge again.
But I also have TeamSpeak free only.
What?
My TeamSpeak is also like version 3 something.
Or is it?
Yeah, 3.13. It's not 6.
No, I think Sarge has such an older version.
Oh,
that,
okay, even older than mine. Got it.
way old. I think he still's using the cracked version of it and never upgraded. So
I am, but I'm not.
well, I mean,
I have both.
three's okay. I mean, I use the new stuff, but I don't mind three. I mean, you can go back to that. It's just
I use
the server,
362.
huh?
362 I use.
They
Okay.
did release the server for the 6th version of TeamSpeak, finally. But no, I haven't played with that yet. It was funny, they released the first beta version of the server, and people were furious about the license because they mentioned that there will be like 32 slots or something. And the first version was like, what, 10 or 2 slots? I don't know. It was something
Yeah, it was like
ridiculous.
6 or
We rely on each other. We depend on each other. You can't just say, oh, well, like, that's a low priority. It's not, well, you can, but it isn't going to work. And that's the bottom line.
Hamnetics in full play chat said, Hamnetics Razor, I prefer people who prefer computers to people. The thing is, hey, I'm at this cool event right now called Open Sauce. There are plenty of those people here. That was
Hmm?
Back. He's black.
Again, that one.
That's true. Why would I lie?
Details. Anyway, nice hearing you, Rex.
yes, nice hearing you too.
If you want to chat on TeamSpeak, just, I don't know, sit there longer as someone will probably notice and pick you up. Or message
Gotcha.
my friend, yeah. Alright.
Yeah, will do.
Alright, later.
Later.
Alright. Let's
one
continue.
cool thing when I was growing up about PAX was a lot of the things that I was into. You know, my friend group was pretty into it, but there wasn't that many people in our fairly, you know, suburban / rural area at the time that were that into those types of things. Tabletop games, video games, computer hardware. You know, NVIDIA used to have big booths there. Intel, AMD, they all had booths there. It was more of a mixed event back in the day. Nowadays, it's much more just gaming focused. And there, everyone was super into it. That's where I saw the first mineral oil computer I ever saw, where I traced the cable from the computer to the monitor because I didn't believe them that it actually worked. Because I was like, I don't know, 12 or something. I was like, how is it in a liquid at all? I didn't know there was non-conductive liquids. That was a huge thing for me. And there would be people, again, what I'm saying is they don't all have to be like super, super deep friendships. There would be people there that I would see at PAX every year over and over and over again, exhibitors, attendees, whatever, and we knew each other as those people that we would see every year at PAX. And that's fine. Some people in chat are saying that not all friendships are good. Cool, end them, and try to work on getting new ones. Like, you shouldn't just sit in bad friendships either. I know someone who's recently talked to me about this, and it was not the easiest thing ever.
That is very good point. I'm still numbing on food.
But at a certain point, you have to recognize when it's not good for you anymore and just move on, and that's okay. But I think it's important for the brain. I think it's important for the brain to move and use your muscles sometimes. I think it's important for the brain to
Seriously.
relationships.
Cut me some slack. I was eating dinner. Goodbye, bot.
With other humans.
And it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be travel.
No.
You know,
dude, there are local things. You can join a local Magic the Gathering club. You can join a local quilting club. There are local, usually basically whatever you want. It might not be the easiest thing to find.
but it takes work.
Yeah.
Oh, the video on the damn it. I'm almost done. Hmm. 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 I have anything else? Shoot. Let's play some music. I will probably get it though. Yeah, that's the problem. I play that music. What? Mm. Oh wait, those are bots. Why is this video unavailable then? If this is bot, and that should supposed to be a vote. 51 minutes. Mm, mm. Let me throw that in here. We have something else that I did not saw. Oh. Sure. And also this is more interesting to me. Copy link.
I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but there's actually an unspoken law that anytime that I take a day off of streaming, a new war has to start. So yesterday, Thailand and Cambodia started a war.
Tensions rising between Thailand and Cambodia, with deadly clashes breaking out along the country's disputed border. And a warning that some of you may find these images that we are about to show you disturbing.
I mean, just real quick. I mean, if it's on CNN, it's probably fine, right?
Fighting erupted early in the morning near an ancient temple. Both sides have accused the other of firing first.
Shit.
Hours later, Thailand's military said it deployed fighter jets to target Cambodian military
That's
targets.
Hawaiian punch
Thai
guns.
officials accused Phnom Penh of retaliating by launching rockets into civilian areas, including a petrol station. They say 12 civilians have been killed in attacks, while Cambodia is yet to report any fatalities. Well, Ripley has.
Wow.
A rocket slams into a 7-Eleven near a gas station in Thailand's Sisaket province. The Thai military says
They blown up the 7-Eleven?
just miles away.
Oh my
Local
god.
officials say the number of dead is expected to rise.
Jesus.
In Thailand's nearby Surin province, gunfire, families, children scrambled. An 8-year-old boy killed, the Thai military says. This is the deadliest day of fighting between Thailand and Cambodia in more than a decade. A border skirmish now spiraling into a larger regional crisis, fighting up and down the border between the two countries. Thailand's military accuses Cambodia of deploying heavy weapons into civilian areas, rocket launchers, artillery, hitting villages, homes, and public buildings. In response, Thailand sealed off all 508 miles of its border with Cambodia, raising fears of prolonged conflict.
Yeah, I would
Diplomatic ties are unraveling. Ambassadors recalled. Cambodia calling for an emergency UN Security Council.
How does this shit just happen every day? That's wild, right? Oh my god.
Accusing Thailand's far larger and better equipped army of brutal, barbaric aggression. Thai F-16s bombed Cambodian military outposts. Cambodia responding by attacking a Thai army base. Thailand insists it's acting in self-defense. They say a Thai soldier was wounded in a landmine explosion. Cambodia claims it's only responding to Thai provocations. Thailand's military is more than triple the size of Cambodia's. Its air force among the most advanced in Southeast Asia.
Well, they're
Cambodia
fucked then.
has no fighter jets at all.
Yeah, it seems like it's not really much of a war.
Complicating matters, political turmoil in Thailand. Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra suspended last month for a leaked phone call with Cambodia's ex-leader Hun Sen, a longtime ally of her father, the former prime minister. In the call, she called the Cambodian strongman uncle and even appeared to criticize her own country's powerful military. That triggered anti-government protests and accusations of undermining national sovereignty.
Every time with the flags, huh? Every time you can tell that it's not a protest in America. Because everybody's using the same flag.
Sovereignty. On the streets of Bangkok, many don't want war. They also say Thailand needs to show strength. I want it to end, but if we don't retaliate, they'll think we're weak, he says.
Yeah, of course.
Hospitals are evacuating. Civilians are dying. Thailand accuses Cambodia of planting fresh mines at the border.
I was about to say that I found it interesting that one of the parties started because of someone from army step on the landmine. But before I posted, the video just clarified that the mines were probably added newly.
A place where stepping
Jesus
off the scale
Christ.
costs your limb or your life. Cambodia
That's
denies
brutal, man.
adding to the millions of mines that already blight the region. This latest clash
Yeah.
began.
The way you get on there, you go to the other community server. Then you go to join our community server and then click on the link. No, it's the way you gotta do it. And then it opens up a web page and then you gotta go through that way. I don't know, but I'm on there. Thomas is in here too.
And near a sacred temple.
Yeah, this is like a temple of like Shiva or something like that. It was like a dispute over like who has ownership of it.
Sites along a colonial-era border drawn by France, which both countries have laid claim to for more than a century. And with no ceasefire in sight, you have two nations armed and angry on a collision course that's getting harder to reverse. Will Ripley, CNN, Taipei.
This video shows people running for safety in Thailand's
Religion does it
Surin
again.
province amid the
No, it's colonialism. This is a line that the French drew. I think that a lot of you guys need to realize that a lot of these issues, like, yeah, I'm sure it's not like Europeans invented war. But I do think that our interventionist policies across the world have kind of set these problems up to occur. And I think that they've certainly delegitimized any sort of like national ownership of the problems themselves. They made it worse. Yeah, they made it worse for sure.
sound of gunfire. Thai
Why the
officials say
fuck
at
is
least 11
really
civilians-
like just for a second? Why the fuck is France drawing the borderline between Cambodia and Thailand? Does anybody own a fucking globe? They're not even close to each other. It's insane.
have so far been killed in the fighting. For more on this, I'm joined by Ben Bland, who's director
was
of the
France
Asia
back then?
Pacific
Yeah, because
program
reasons.
at Chatham House. And
Yeah,
just walk
sure.
us through this conflict. What's the history behind it?
Well, Becky, like so many conflicts across Asia and across the world, the roots are in the colonial history, actually. So more than 100 years ago, the Kingdom of Siam, which predated modern Thailand, and the French, who were in colonial control over what's today Cambodia, agreed a demarcation of the border. And that's been disputed by Thailand ever since. And that map and the dispute over it is really
This is why I'm generally a non-interventionist. I don't want to get involved with and start trying to fucking interfere with other countries' politics like this. This is what happens. They need to solve their own problems.
caused the flare-ups that we've seen at various points.
Should never be going in there doing that to begin with.
Is there a fear at this point that this is likely
Which, by the way, I mean, again, it's not like we invented this problem. But I do think that like we're now taking ownership of it to a degree, especially whenever there's a border dispute.
escalate and quickly?
And there is an initiative.
It's concerning, I think, the escalation we've seen in the last day. So more violence is
Imagine if you could come there between two countries and solve their problem without actually starting a war. Like everyone knows there's tension between those two countries. And you just solve the tension. Imagine, what would that do?
being used, more high-tech and
I mean, it's easier not to get involved. I understand that. Of course, you get involved, situation gets worse. Yeah, that sucks. That's not great.
damaging weapons platforms on both sides. And it's the intermixing of what we see on the ground with the politics. So we have two family dynasties in control at the moment in Thailand and Cambodia. And there's quite a potentially toxic mix of the domestic politics, the nationalism in each country, and the escalation of violence. So that's really worrying. I guess the hope is that there is a pattern in the past of this happening. And both countries, which do share a lot of economic and cultural and political similarities,
Holy shit.
having had a track record of being able to climb
know
down.
Thailand went
But
down that
right
far.
now, we're not seeing how that's going to happen. But the hope is that there are patterns from the past that would allow these two to step back.
That's insane, man.
And these are two economies, of course, that have had some success of late.
These border disputes would exist either way. I think you're right. I don't, as I said, I don't think colonialism invented border disputes. But I mean, like, really, if it didn't solve the border, like, so I think about it like this, right? If it didn't stop the border disputes, then why the fuck do we do it?
This will not be, well, certainly is not a good
Yeah, it didn't
look.
improve it.
Will
Yeah,
other
it didn't make it better, I'll tell you
Asian
that.
Pacific countries play into this?
Yeah, I think lots of countries around the region are concerned. Obviously, China, which has made really big investments in Cambodia, has
Numerous
deep
policies,
economic and
adds more
political
fuel
ties
to
with
fuel authority
Thailand,
control.
is worried
Yeah.
for that statement of concern.
True.
ASEAN, the regional body for Southeast Asia, which is currently chaired by Malaysia, has also raised concerns about this and called on both sides to de-escalate. We haven't seen anything more than that for now, because ASEAN and the Chinese government
Who the
both
fuck
adhere
blows
to
up
this
a
principle of
7-Eleven?
non-interference. So I think they're now just hoping that calling for restraint will be enough.
I don't think they specifically targeted that specific shop per se. They just fired it and somewhere it will land somewhere.
But we just don't know. And obviously, with the escalation, there's a risk that things do get out of hand, at which point I think it would be helpful for pressure to come, either from Beijing or from ASEAN, preferably. But as I said, given their preferences for non-interfering, I'm not sure that's going to happen.
Imagine if they were actually the military, the person that actually fired the thing was actually aiming for a military installation somewhere on in their country. And they missed so hard, they hit 7-Eleven or someone's house.
That is fucking insane, man. Like, I don't know how stuff like this happens, and it's like you don't even hear about this on the news. Like, this is the first time I ever even heard about this. I was going to talk about it yesterday, but I wasn't able to be on. But yeah, Cambodia versus Thailand. Yeah, it's like just totally out of fucking nowhere, man. It's nuts.
Asmon, what can I say? I guess the only solution is you have to stream every day. Otherwise, another war is gonna start.
All the Slurpees in a big gulps. Well, yeah. So yesterday, I just wanted to show you guys this because I thought it was interesting. Like, it was the same thing with like that India-Pakistan thing. Nobody even talks about these things that happen, and I feel like in a lot of cases, I'm like one of the only people that covers any of this.
Wait.
These things that happen, and I feel like in a lot.
Oh yeah, there's also this thing about Steam bending over to the payment processing services. I think someone should make a class action lawsuit or something about Visa, MasterCard, and everyone. Just, what are you doing? There is no law that says that you need to moderate what can be used on a platform. You are providing a service. The law in any country didn't dictate you to limit Steam to push your opinion on the platform. So why the hell are you doing that? The fact that the Steam banned and just get umped is very sad. I'm looking forward to Steam actually reverting their decision in future.
Cases, I'm like one of the only people that covers any of this.
Yeah. Anyway. Then how to spell it? Hojo? Is that how you? I'm butchering it. Anyway. So yeah, this is another thing that is ongoing right now and blowing up a little bit. About people that were working under Hojo, or how to spell it, I'm sorry. Company brand, or yeah.
Legal Mindset already said he's a criminal and will probably have the FBI after him. Really, is that true? Vishojo just confessed to a crime. Here we go. Yep.
I mean, there was a lot of people that actually, you could say, I guess, were hired by VS Kocho and they were represented by the organization or something like that, because that's the thing, they did say somewhere that they were not actually employees of the company.
Shoujo has just confessed to a crime, specifically fraud related to the Immune Deficiency Foundation, Iron Mouse's charity that she has been championing for a very, very long time. And we have a statement from the CEO, which just
Who does
blatantly
this?
confesses to it and shows not just that fraud, but also wild mismanagement of company funds for a significant period of time. Of course, I'm Andrew Esquire. This is a legal mindset where we teach you to be your own judge, and this is a fast.
We teach you to be your own judge. That could backfire when someone is not okay in the head.
Facts premiere, giving you the short, quick summary version of what's going on today. Now, they are in, Vishojo is in massive hot water. And I told you guys days ago.
They're not in hot water, bro. They're already cooked. They boiled alive. They're done. They weren't.
He's right. He's right.
In hot water.
That this was going to lead to insolvency. This was going to lead
51 seconds.
down the road to bankruptcy.
Everybody
and
could
we have
see
today
that. I said the same thing.
A confirmation, and I was entirely right.
Yeah.
They are going to go absolutely bank, right? It's done. They're in the red. They've got mass amounts of debt. They're not profitable. They weren't profitable even with everybody there. There's no way to get back to profit.
Oh my god, if they were not profitable with all the talents they had, why were you even still trying to cruise your ship? I mean, company. I mean, partly now it explains why they weren't paying their talents, but that's such a fucked up way. We were making... Wait, but there was a stream when the CEO said that they had the money. This is getting more confusing.
They are done. And this has more severe consequences than just losing your Twitch emojis, which happened today on
They
Twitch,
took away his
gun
emote,
run.
bro. Twitch took away this guy's emote. That's bad. That's how serious this is, guys.
Global emote is gone, but they have
It's
a lot
real bad.
bigger problems than losing cute emotes. So we're going to look at the statement by the gun run and why this statement is absolutely insane, why it's a confession.
I was like, what is that emote? What is Kanban? And I guess now it makes sense if he is the CEO, if that is his handle.
And also why it doesn't get anybody out of personal liability, why they're still going to be held liable regardless of this statement. This statement doesn't move the yard line, doesn't shift anything really that far because this statement is only a confession and does not remove any liability of him as
He'll wipe
CEO.
his tears with $100 bills. No, he's not. You think he made a bunch of money out of this? No, he didn't.
Or even personal liability, which is very, very clear in this when you look at the factual situation.
You for the raid,
so let's
Donut.
read
Thank
through
you.
the statement very, very carefully, and then I'm going to analyze it after we go through it. So here's a statement from Vishojo. This is on their X account, so you can go over and read that yourself. And you know, this is obviously unedited, etc. So I'm going to read this. Vishojo has failed, and I've mismanaged the company into the situation you're all witnessing. So today I am sharing the difficult news that Vishojo is shutting down. And I take full responsibility for the decisions that led us to this point. I've been doing everything I can to fundraise. Now, I'm going to pause there with fundraise. When he says fundraise, a lot of people may think that's a bake sale. Or this is some sort of selling cookies or whatever else. No,
this is venture capitalist.
Damn, I don't have any cookies left.
Money. He's talking about loans. So fundraising, he is talking about loans.
Selling
He's talking about trying to borrow to keep the company going. Let's be very clear about that.
Really?
So, and right the ship these past few months. I'm going to stop there as well. Months? No. This thing has been having a problem for over a year. This is a thing that is, they've been in financial hot waters for a very long time. This is not something that happened yesterday. It's not something that happened last month. This has been going on for a significant period of time. But despite my efforts, we're in a worse position. And those I care about now are paying the price. Over the past few years, we raised around 11...
I love how he tries to talk about how he cares about them, you know?
Yeah, if you didn't pay your talent or couldn't send the money from the fundraiser for How do you care exactly? You're just trying to save your face, and in this point, anyway, at least I give him the benefit of the doubt.
He cares about them so much.
$1 million to pursue a bold
After he just
talent
scammed
first
them.
approach in VTubing.
And then privately tried to like bully them into not playing a video game and then accept the harassment campaign against them because for some reason it's more important to look good to Twitter freaks than to protect your talent.
Yeah, that is very screwed up. I don't know if that was Visocho. Visocho? Or if that was a different talent company. But yeah, that is really messed up when, you know. I'm not even gonna talk about it.
Creators and community over short-term profits to achieve long-term sustainability. I can't even imagine how he wrote that with a straight face, given what's happening right now. I cannot believe he sat out and wrote that. Oh, this is what we wanted to do. This is what we're doing. No, you completely and utterly failed on that consistently over the long term. Over the long term, you abused and gaslit your talent.
Yeah.
Over the long term into non-sustainability. You spent your money.
That's not a good thing, by the way.
On wild advertising in Shibuya and everywhere else, you know, just going out and trying to promote and advertise, spending money you didn't have to try to push these talents in places that wouldn't help them. You weren't giving them what they needed. What they needed was a paycheck, the gun run.
Imagine that people need to be paid.
Some weird station advertising.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue here. Our funding went directly to creators through generous splits, debut investments.
Apparently not.
Infrastructure, concerts, events, and staffing, all designed to support them. No, that didn't actually happen.
Yeah, that's
We
the
also
problem.
wanted our talent to own the IP, which we knew was a unique creator-first approach for an agency. Now, that did happen. The credit where credit is due.
Right. He also wanted the talent to own their IP. Yeah, that is definitely at least a good move. And it's good that it was, you know, at the core of their values.
The talents do own the IP. I've read the contract.
Oh, sorry.
And right.
Happens to me too.
This is what we wanted to do. This is what we're doing. No, you completely and utterly failed on that. Okay, let's.
I like how the last line in the chat is saying, "I miss Cinder." Well, I could agree with that, but the reason Cinder is nobody knows where it will go with her. It's not connected to this topic at all.
Continue here.
Sorry,
Our funding went directly to creators
hit a
through generous
button on my
splits,
keyboard.
debut investments, infrastructure, concerts, events, and staffing, all designed to support them. No, that didn't actually happen. We also wanted our talent to own the IP, which we knew was a unique creator-first approach for an agency. Now, that did happen.
I love how the floor is the bar.
I'm not sure I entirely agree with Asmon here, because there are other agencies that don't let their talent own the IP of their avatar and their persona and everything. I mean, it is a baseline, and I would agree with Asmon that that's the baseline that everyone should have. But unfortunately, there are agencies that don't have this as the floor, as the baseline. It's even lower.
So we're not going to steal your identity from you if you decide to leave us. Look how great we are.
Where credit is due.
I hope, yeah, the chat is already saying Hololive does that. So hopefully Asmon will be enhanced with additional knowledge.
The talents do own the IP. I've read the contract. That's true. However, despite all of our efforts, the business failed to generate the revenue we needed to sustain that model, and we ran out of money. Additionally, I acknowledge that some of the money... Now, here we go. Here's the confession.
I acknowledge... Why would you say this? Why would you say this? Like, it's...
You know, it's funny. There are moments in Asmon's stream when you could almost see his brain through his nostrils.
You should just say, like, guys, the company's shutting down. We're so sorry. Thank you for all the great years. And you're running off with the bag of money. You know, like, who does this?
Acknowledge.
What? Didn't the legal mindset just read text that says that they ran out of money? They weren't profitable, and now Asmon is saying that the CEO was running with the money from the company. What?
So I am saying this happened.
Self-snitching? Yeah.
Some of the money spent by the company was raised in connection with talent activity. So he is confessing to the fact that they diverted funds which were intended to pay their talents, and they're calling them talents, by the way, because if they call them employees, they'll be screwed under labor law.
No, of course, because they're independent contractors. This is very common scam. Every industry does this now. I think it's in my opinion, I think it's a game exploit, needs to be fixed.
Using
Game exploit that needs to be fixed. After the video from LPT about socializing and not socializing, this hits different, definitely.
the language, specifically talent, because they know that they're trying to frame talents, independent contractor. We're going to get out of that.
Yeah.
So they owed money to the talents and they spent it. They misallocated it. And then he goes on to say, so some of the money.
Well, this is not a justification for the actions the company took. I'm just like saying, if they didn't have money and they needed to pay something, I guess they were already screwing up their talents, so they just wanted to have a face of a company that can fulfill its obligations to different companies that they hired. I mean, bad regardless, but they at least wanted to save their company face in front of the public, not in front of their contractors. I could see that reasoning there. That's why they, but yeah, those were not the money. That's the problem when every time when someone else is managing your funds. There was like movies about someone let out of the prison, and then the handler for that person was like abusing their power and shit, and then wasn't giving them all the money that they actually had on their own account from the company that was paying them.
Spent by the company, so saying it was spent by the company, right?
Yes.
Misallocated, was raised in connection with talent activity, which I later learned, keyword he put in later learned.
Lying. You are lying. That's not true. You knew it at the time. You're making this up.
The words later learned are him trying to get off the hook.
Lying?
He says, I later learned was intended for a charitable initiative. He is trying, what he's trying to do here is say, oh,
he's using passive language and past tense in order to downplay the fact that he scammed a charity. That's what he...
I like how in the same post he's saying that he acknowledges the problem, and then he's trying to downplay it in the next sentence. Is like, why did you acknowledge it in the first place? You either, it's like from this movie Karate Kid, right? You either know karate or you don't. There's no in between. And this is exactly that. You either acknowledge the problem, that you were aware of everything, or you simply try to, play the innocent and claim that you never knew, or it was not known to you, or bullshit like that. But you cannot do both in the same thing. Oh my god.
personal knowledge of where the money was going in my company. You know, dollars come in, dollars go out.
That's like, you know that there is a landmine in front of you, but then you're pretending like you don't know, and you step on it.
But I don't know anything that's going on. I had no idea, no knowledge that this money should have gone
As
to
if gross negligence doesn't also make you personally liable. Didn't we already go through this with Twitch whenever the ball pit thing happened? Like, everybody should know this by now. Gross negligence isn't an excuse.
Initiative. We just got a massive amount of money. We just got $500,000.
Idiot.
And it just slipped through the cracks. That's like a couple pennies just falling in the couch.
Yep.
In no world does this hold up under any sort of investigation. Even the most cursory investigation. You need to know where $500,000 goes.
By the way, I agree with you. Why can't we do the same thing to the government, by the way? Why can't we do that? Because I think this is true. How do you just lose $83 million? Where does it go? Wait, really? Like, can we please get some people that actually give a shit to look into this stuff? This is outrageous.
This is not tree-fitty. It's not tree-fitty.
How do you lose the Epstein
This
files?
is $500,000.
Like,
that just poof went somewhere. And as the CEO, you certainly have the responsibility to understand the major financial operations of your company. And yes, there's other officers that are on the line here. I know I can hear Tectone in the background skipping up. It's not just the gun run. Yes,
it's that other guy. Yeah. I don't know about that. I haven't talked to Tectone about this, but yeah, apparently there's somebody else who's really fucking things up behind the scenes too.
Chill, Tectone, chill, bro. We all respect you, but you gotta calm down. Of course, there's other people that manage the finances. There's other officers. There's the CFO that quit. There's a management officer that quit. There's other officers that have left. We talked about the officer that left 2 months ago, and he just posted. He tagged gun run. He's like, bro, what's going on? No, bro. Sorry, bro. Leaving 2 months ago doesn't get you off the hook. This thing has been going on for a while, at least in terms of the people not being.
Any investigation will clearly see who was involved and who wasn't involved, right? I mean, like literally, they would be able to figure this out. Like, I mean, really, if the IRS or any investment agency that didn't have people that were retarded, they would be able to figure this out within probably 3 days. They would take the first day to get all the information, the second day to look at it, the third day to be like, wow, okay.
They just need to hire an accountant, and the problem will be solved within 3 days.
Looks like they fucking knew of that. There it is.
And then they go to hire John Wick, maybe.
Paid, and also in terms of the charity misallocation. This is something that was done in the past. So if you were there as an officer 2 months ago and you quit, you're not necessarily off the hook. When the investigation looks at this and they get into the emails, they get into the documents, they get into, okay, what happened here? There at some point is going to be revealed a number of people, not just the gun run, but definitely including the gun run, that were involved in taking those funds and putting them other places. And
here's what I think is really funny, and I don't know if Andrew's going to cover this, is that one of the other ways that a corporate entity can then lose its corporate protection status and then have legal precedent and legal penalties applied to an individual is if the corporation or the individual running the corporation or individuals running it do something that's called piercing the corporate veil. What that means is when you are using and utilizing corporate funds for personal finances. So this is actually potentially just the tip of the iceberg. And so if they investigate this and find out that Gun Run was using some of this investment money for things that were primarily for him, they would have an even stronger case to go after him on a personal level because he was utilizing corporate funds for his own personal expenses, thus voiding the idea that corporate finances and his own finances are separate. This is, again, a term that's referred to very commonly. Take business law once, you know this. It's called piercing the corporate veil.
Discussions that were had, and even if they were had in person, someone's going to crack, someone's going to break. No one wants to go to federal prison.
It's the dumbest thing he could have done.
This is wire fraud.
It's the dumbest thing he could have done. That's why I think that he did it. I'm almost sure he did it. Who else thinks he probably did it? I think he probably did it.
This is misallocation of funds. This is violation of various other state and federal laws. This is no good, right? And assuming, once again, on the face that all the facts we have are true, which I have no reason to believe because they've confessed this now. They've said, no, we actually misallocated the funds. There's no further proof needed other than getting into who's liable. And if we can pierce the corporate veil.
It's crazy that they didn't even have a lawyer talk about this. He knows. Again, this is, again, like, it's not like I'm smart. This is obvious. Anybody that knows anything about this knows this.
That means holding individual officers, employees responsible personally for these misdeeds. Yes, we need more investigation as to piercing the veil as to certain people and certain individuals, etc.
It's also a ban.
And I do think there's a strong possibility that that may happen. And I indeed hope that happens for some of these people trying to sink their head in the sand and say, oh, I later learned. No, bro. And let's show the proof here too. Let's show the proof here too.
He didn't
the gun
know,
run
guys.
knew.
He had no idea.
He knew at the time. Here is literally the gun run saying, you did it, Mouse. October 1st, 2024.
No, Andrew, you don't understand. He's saying you did it for raising all the money for yourself. You see, it's not like there's an image of him wearing a t-shirt of the event where she's raising the money for it. I mean, it's not like, I mean, bro, like there's a level of, it's not like there are images of him retweeting the charity platform that exists, again, primarily as a charity platform to raise money. It's not like we have any evidence of this. So like, how can we really say the guy knew for sure? Yeah, guys, I mean, who knows? It could be a different IDF. Maybe he's just a really big fan of Israel, right?
October 1st, 2024, saying you did it, Mouse. And really, the only thing that he needs to know is the feds will be looking at this post, right? So that's all he needs to know. Live tweeting during a Fast Facts. But yes, no, that's all we need to know is that statement is there. We've got pictures of him with Mouse fundraising. So we see this guy out there fundraising. We know he knew at the time, afterwards, before. He knew at all points of this. He knew what was going on. He was not an ostrich with his head.
You know what I think is going to be really funny? Is if he deletes the tweets. Because destroying evidence in anticipation of an investigation is also illegal. Even if the investigation and the notice to preserve data and information hasn't been sent yet. Did he delete it? There's no way he deleted it. There's no way he deleted it. Let me see. I'm having so much fun right now. I am. I'm having so much fun. I'm so glad he's getting roasted, man. I've been waiting on this for such a long time. Where is it? He has not deleted it. The feds we're looking at this post. Oh no.
He knew what was going on. Let's finish the statement here. Let's finish.
Is the CEO actually from US? I wonder.
Statement. At the time, we were working hard to raise additional capital to cover our costs, and I firmly believed, based on information available, we would be able to do so and cover all expenses. What that means is they were trying to get a loan. They used the money they didn't have, right? They misallocated the charity money, right, to try to pay current expenses because they thought they could get another loan. They were already in debt. They were already $2 million in debt, and they couldn't do it. And it says right here, we were unsuccessful in our fundraising efforts. I made the decision to pursue funding, and I own its consequences.
I think that this is so fucked up that you are getting a loan for the company and you call it fundraising. Like, really?
I'm deeply sorry. So right there, that last one too, guys.
Why would you say that I own the consequences? Like, I mean, I can respect almost in a way falling on your sword, but I think the only reason why he's falling on his sword is he thinks it's one of those lightsabers that, like, you know, collapses as soon as you lay on it. He thinks he's going to get away with this. That's the reason why. And you want to know what the sad thing is? Is that in a lot of cases, people like him are right. Rats and roaches like him survive. Don't you hate that? That's so annoying.
That last one is very true. I made the decision to pursue funding. What that means is...
He plans to kill himself?
He made the decision to not pay the talent and to keep the ship going a little longer.
Good idea.
So instead of paying the talent, even if that meant they would have had to close down, instead of doing what was right and just, he decided to push it down the line.
Here, let me give you a little bit of advice. If you're in a business situation and you decide not to pay people money for services, give you a little bit of advice. If you're in a business situation and you decide not to pay people money for services that they give you, you're in the wrong. But you're wrong. You shouldn't have done that. You made a mistake. You fucked up.
He knowingly did this, guys. He knowingly did this.
I know.
This guy, and look, I rarely go off. I try to stay legal and objective here, but morally, this is a horrible decision. I mean, I think this is something that's pretty non-controversial.
Yeah,
right?
It's not.
If you see that you're failing, you're in debt.
Here's how non-controversial we know it is. We have had the mining canary non-controversial benchmark litmus test. Ludwig tweeted about this. He said Vishojo was bad. Guys, it's bad. Man, that's really bad.
Not doing well, right? You have to, at some points, be realistic. Be adults. An adult has to come in the room and say, we need to cut this.
See, I would be getting a mogul mail I could react to after this, but Ludwig had to pussy out on making his fucking videos that I used to be able to react to all the time because now he's afraid of negative feedback. Fuck you, Ludwig. Fuck you. I used to react to your videos all the time. Now you wanted to bitch out and not do it because, oh, well, I might get negative feedback. Who cares?
What's right?
We got 5 million subs.
And look,
stop being a pussy.
Sure if they talked to the talent and said, hey, we're not doing well.
I kind of agree with Osman. I mean, if you have more than one YouTube channel, for sure, when it comes to Ludwig, I guess, then what's the problem of having one dedicated for, like, what was he calling it? Mogul mail or something like that? Doesn't bear your name per se, and I'm pretty sure there is a different one with your name or handle that is the same on Twitch.
He hurt your content? He did.
We need to pay the employees, right? And pay.
Osman, if he decided not to do it, that's his decision. It's not hurting your content. It's just, you know, the source for your content dried up. That's all.
maybe everybody across the board, including employees,
Trying to
we're all
kill my
gonna take,
career.
including the CEO, we're all going to take a haircut. Everybody at the business has to take a 25% haircut across the board because we're hurting, right? And we're all going to be in this as a team. Okay, whatever. You could have had that conversation.
Exactly.
Have done.
Yeah.
Someone in chat said Sue.
And this happens. You tell people like, guys, listen, we got funds that aren't coming in right now. We're going to change to a more commission-based thing. That way you guys feel more incentivized, but we're going to have to cut base pay. Have you guys ever had a situation like that in your job? Yep.
Done something.
Heard of one?
But they decided not to do that.
We are lucky, right? But have you heard of one at least?
They decided to benefit certain people at the expense of others. It's absolutely deplorable behavior and potentially criminal. Finishing up here, I'm deeply sorry to all the talent, staff, friends, and community members who believe in our brand. You did not deserve this. No, and the Immune Deficiency Foundation didn't deserve this either, right? And certainly what this deserves and what this will get is criminal investigation into exactly how this went down, who made those decisions, and how that funding exactly got misallocated.
Ouch.
So that is going to be happening absolutely for sure. I'm going to be covering this as it gets more serious.
If that company really get a lot of loans, to a point that they couldn't get any more loans, who's gonna pay for that? For those loans? Who's gonna pay those loans? And I'm pretty sure those talents that they didn't even pay for months will also be a little bit unhappy and they're like, yeah, you want us money.
As it gets investigated, and I will catch you on the next one.
That is what you get. Oh, that's what you get. Man, I love to see this, man. You should buy.
I'm not entirely a fan of when people celebrate someone else's misfortune. Of course, we don't know whether that was intentional or accidental, and we can't say whether it was that or that. But
Heavy Shoujo? Yeah, I don't know. Let me see here. And no, oh well, you're gonna like the news about the View? Yeah, I know. I heard a little bit about that too. And I got screwed and put on salary because the company didn't want to pay overtime. There's a million ways they could have made it work. That's right. And yep, there it is. Let me see here. And if I can find the rest of these here too, they still deserve 500K. The rest of us donated. Yeah. Like, I mean, V Shoujo, like this guy took your money. If you donated to Iron Mouse's event, they took your money. And then on top of that, they went and he took it himself and he misallocated it. He scammed you. That's what it is. You thought your money was going to charity? Did it go to charity? It didn't. Okay, then you got fucking scammed. It's that simple. So yeah, I'm very fucking annoyed.
I found it funny how whatever this monitor is used in this particular setup, it's not bright enough.
Wait to see this. Oh, let me link Andrew's video here too. I didn't even see this. V Shoujo just confessed to a crime. Why would you do it that way? Oh my god.
Anyways, all right. So there's a lot of ongoing things. I'm trying to finish something related to non-war gun civil. There's also some war-related things. I'm trying to prepare a shopping cart so that I can collect the stuff before I go away on a trip, I suppose. GoPro? Oh, the wire hose is bright. And I need to sort out other things when it comes to shopping carts. I'm looking into bank stuff related to payments and so on. My balances. I want to create another account with an additional bank because I got a affiliate link, you could say, from a family member. There's supposed to be some kind of a benefit if you actually do get the account with them, so I'm looking for that. I mean, why not? If you're not gonna pay monthly fee for the account being held at the bank, I mean, I don't see a problem myself with that. So yeah, that's another thing, and I'm trying to, or planning to refresh and update everything. My friend was already testing new version of Debian, so that's what I'm aiming for as well. Since it's kind of almost released by now. Anyway, to fill the little bit of gap Maybe I will look around in Satisfactory. I need to go to a store and figure out some shoes I want to buy. And some other stuff to the kitchen. And when I get back from traveling next week, I could finish up the decision about the drilling hole and sorting out the stuff in the basement and indexing stuff about what is where and how. And then I need to clear out some boxes out of here so that I can put the rack in place and ideally also wire it up. But it also means that it would be nice to also buy other stuff. Anyway. I don't necessarily need a beer. I could use a beer. Okay. So. Where was I? Right. Huh. Whatever. $15 per minute, and this one is 13 per minute. Okay. Looking over here. Potentially, you don't need to be that fast. Oh, that's probably what I was doing last time there. Let me fill this up. And let's go over here. Yep. Okay. See? And not this one. There's these ones, right? Oh, you're missing this, that, and that. You're missing this, you're missing that, that.
Uptime 1 hour, 35 minutes, 33 seconds.
Oh, really? I missed it by an inch. I like how he's flying under. Oh, no, he's flying through the concrete. Oh, that's kind of sad. Right, so there is a. Oh, there is battery bomb. are going down. So these are currently on. So you are actually buying into and that's the best I could do. Alright, what was I doing last time now? I know I wired those. Oh yeah, we can look at this. 660. If it is 660, then what is continuing that 60? I know 600 goes up there, but where is going that 60? Is there? Oh, there is a division there. Okay. Oh, that's where it's going. I see. Of course. Ah, that makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Okay. So there was this idea I had. That was about this thing. So this one takes in 300 copper ingot and produces copper power 50 minutes. So we could do that as additional product here. The other thing is that there is copper is going over there from there. And I was more thinking like, you know what? Why not have this copper going into this building? And that copper as well. It doesn't have 240. So we need 240 on one side. 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 is already here. So that thing might be like another 8. And the problem is that we don't have processing capacity below for that. That's one thing. The other thing is we could also put the processing on this plot of land over here. And not have it so high up as an option. $240, another 240 guy. Oh, it is full. It's also full. Oh my gosh. There is no one that is not full. Come on. Wait, there is a power flow here. That one is powered, so. Oh, I want to polish this one, make it better. Also, there's a belt that is going through this one. But yeah, generating that powder, copper powder, would be also nice. This is another thing that I would like to make a blueprint out of. That's hilarious. Oh, that's why. Interesting. Oh, you have to kind of feed it through here, that's true. Should be stupid meat. Wait. Why is it almost not working like an area? I swear to God, next time I'm gonna use explosives. Let's see about this one. Is it just me or the area is not actually working as an area? Or do I have to be on the ground for it to work? There is excess of copper, if I recall. There should have been an excess. Or overflow, if you will, overflow area. What actually happened here? Oh, I think I know what happened. I was like, what should I do this with concrete? Oh. You did overlap. Didn't know it could do that. This buffer is still here. Is it actually here? There's the plastic. This is all for the circuits, right? And then here are the screws going up. This is like belt maze over here. Ah, there's definitely water going up. Oh boy. And this is just merging the outputs. This one needs rods. $59, so we are discharging overall. Okay, is there any blueprint I want to polish? Let's see. I could polish these smelters and constructors, those will be useful. Also assemblers. No output. Good. Hello. How are you? Smelter. Reverse flow, okay. I need to improve these labels. How is your day? Well, it got a little bit colder, so it's better in a degree. I did make some progress today. Yeah, that's about it, I guess. It'll be interesting next week. Okay. This is a game called Satisfactory. It's about landing on a alien planet, you could say, and trying to automate stuff. And right now I'm trying to improve my old blueprints into new blueprint designer, and also maybe change them a little bit. So wait, can I fit it twice here? I could. What was the blueprint again? Smelter inside, eh? And it said reverse flow. Oh yeah, it is reversed. So this is the output. And this is the input. Wait, so it's going here and it's going from here. Got it. Wait, what? I took the wrong end. I wasn't looking right. Let's call this. So we had it say an inside reverse flow. Is it really 240? It is. Okay, hold up. So smelter 18 ref. Okay. Oh, right. Is wait, 23, Mark. Anything else? No. Okay. Let's go for another. Oh, I didn't connect the wire, damn it. Wait, I just realized something. Well, that's a small problem. I just made a blueprint and then I realized that the belt inside it is not fast enough for the amount of items. What can I do about that? Hmm. 270 is not 480, that's the problem. How did we improvise this? So can I connect the power between these? I could, the only problem is that I can't connect anything more. Really, that's crazy. Well, that's a problem. I don't have power here. I kind of like the build Mark III. I don't know why. Encased concrete. What I'm thinking about is a little bit of a combination. I'm thinking of having a conveyor on the end, and then just have a belt go across. Like this. So basically I would have half of the machine supplied from the bottom line and the other half from the upper line. And that way I can have Mark III both supply them. I will still need to split the incoming. Either split it or... There's no easy solution, is there? I have to upgrade the boat. Yeah, the boat has to be upgraded. It's sad, but it's true.
Uptime 2 hours 7 minutes 43 seconds.
I'm also thinking about something else. Let's turn this around. Let's do the same over here. Give me this. And then we take this guy and this belt and this belt. So goes over here for this one. Like this. Like this. What is going on? Oh, this one is turned around. How did that happen? Hmm. So it actually doesn't matter which way. So we have 40, 60, 90. And the YouTube start. Yes, thank you very much. Okay. Did we just swap this? Or did we... I'm just gonna leave it as it was in the end. I was thinking of rotating it, but maybe I will make two blueprints, one for that and one for that. So we had blueprint, smelter in, tape in there. Okay. Net. Something like that, I guess. Clear. Now that makes it more easier. Because this one I can remove. And then we can remove this one and this one. How do we want to keep it? Maybe I should just make another version. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's create new category. Can I move it? I can. Try to build with that and don't worry about smaller footprints. I hate when escape doesn't work in this game. Oh, I... The problem is I cannot fit more here. But if I get 6, clear. Constructors, I need 6 of them. Oh, 6 is less, damn it. It's different count of 6. That time when you move your mouse at the last moment. Now we're gonna redo this. But I need to redo this as well, unfortunately. And now we need splitters. Like this. Like this. Okay. There we go. And it's 16. 240 out. That's for plates. And this is 15, 15. For screws, it's 10, 40. Oh, they changed the recipe? No, they didn't. Hold on. Yeah, they didn't. Okay, well. Put that and play it back down. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hello. That's bad. Instructors. Oh, I forgot about this. I just realized the last blueprint I actually made a mistake. Oh, I can rename it. Okay, cancel, apply. Let me load it. Because there's clearly a mistake. It's not 8, it's 16. 8 is on one side. Maybe I should just say center in. This sounds so weird. Oh, it's also, I see. Center in, mid out. We'll see, we'll have to figure out whether we need different blueprints or not. Finally make this better than the blueprint work. How much do we need? Just nothing. Well, then I need inspiration. I make sure I have it. Is that real? Or what about you? 5. Does it have to be like final? No, it can be closer. Also build as many as possible, like that blueprint, and making it smaller will always be easy. What? Oh no. Is that even possible? Twice the same error. Oh my god, not this. Oh, are you shitting me? No. Of course this is rotated wrong way. Okay. Now give me power call. Let me try the synthase over here.
Uptime 2 hours 39 minutes 21 seconds.
And it's clipping. Yeah, I can do the same trigger again. That's like very close. Is that perfect or what? Yeah, that's ideal. 3, 4, 5. Shoot, what is it called? Assembler, isn't it? Yeah. I said 10, right? And it is inside. Should we load it back? I cannot put merger. Oh, I can put mergers on this side, but I cannot on this side. Oh, small price to pay. What else? What else can we make? Assemble, manufacturers, big refinery. It's also kind of can make foundry. Nice. I guess that's good enough for today. Anything else, then I will need a bigger blueprint. We can make those floors. This is 6 across 6, right? Yeah. And the belts, when they are being built, wire can reach further, that's not a big problem. What about pipe? Pipe can also reach only this distance. So that is 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 total, so 6 in between. Right. Yep. So question, those blueprints that I have here, these old ones. Those are what, 5 across 5? Times. Oh, I do this one. Oh, I don't have enough concrete, really? That is hilarious. Anyway, have a good night. I will just finish this and the other blueprint that's marked 3. And I will call it enough for today. Where is the 1 meter? And this is 1 meter, but this is also a Polish. Now that I think about it, I probably will not use this one. What's the one over there? Oh. It is free, actually. Okay, alright. I stand corrected. The escape of course doesn't work. Yeah, verified it is 6 across 6, it is. How much is actually more? More is 4? No. 1, 2 and change. So it could be 3. What? 2, 3, 4. More is 4 at minimum. Okay. That's kind of sad. There's a question whether I want this to be concrete or not. Anyway, have a good night. Have a good night.